Apex Legends. The game that many turn to because of toxic behavior in Overwatch. Well,
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
anyway, it started like any normal game. I was stuffing my face full of Doritos in the character select screen, happy in the knowledge that I could consume a fistful before we had to land. But then, Lifeline decided to pass the buck to me. In my haste to get us somewhere decent, I wiped my hands on my magnificent lumberjack beard, painting it ginger, a colour that is treated in the same way in Scotland as the ancient Spartans did with babies that didn't look strong enough at birth, unless you're a girl. But I'm comfortable looking like a ginger nut. After all, the gene is in my mother and two of my brothers, and I've taken great pleasure in reminding my siblings in puberty that they had a ridiculous red bush around their meat and potatoes. I congratulated myself on a smooth landing, considering the circumstances, and the normal game commenced. The usual panic ensued, you know, the usual, you find the gun before you get kicked to death, and I was pleasantly surprised, for once, to get both a triple take and a wingman in quick succession. I'm a shotgun kind of guy myself, but this would do for now. It wasn't long before our first firefight. Hopper Tim downed his first enemy, so we were off to a good start. But was beginning to think that if I was having this much trouble with the triple take at that range, things possibly couldn't get any worse with the wingman, so it was worth a pop. At this point, I thought everyone was happy. Perhaps we should have stayed in Skulltown, but I just had the feeling that Thunderdome might not yet be looted. So I made the call. Supply bins weren't looted, a good sign so far.
Let's go this way.
Hostile spotted.
And then I heard it.
Hopper team, what the fuck you doing? Come here.
Okay, so Timmy Boy was a bit far away and he seemingly hadn't healed himself yet. I should have spoke to him and offered a few syringes, but I was confused as to why he didn't just pop his ability. Anyway, it was time to find the enemy that Mr. Decapitator had already spotted.
Idiot. You're a fucking idiot.
Mr. D was pretty upset with Hopper Tim for being so far away from us. I didn't think it was worth getting upset over at the time, as it's not unusual to spread out and just get whatever loot you can. All was well in the Thunderdome as I found myself an EVA. Bit short on the old ammo though, but then it happened. Like a coiled snake ready to sink my teeth into the jugular of my enemies, I popped my ultimate, but...
Oh no.
Where are they?
Oh no.
Who are you shooting at?
Stupid people.
He was shooting angrily at Hopper Tim. I had never ever seen an attempt at friendly fire before with randos, but maybe it was just an accident, I thought. Anyway, back to Skull Town for a bit more loot. Things were quiet. Too quiet. Then Mr. D started getting annoyed again at our positions.
Come on. Play as a team. Where you running?
So I ran back a bit to find out just how bad it was, and then I just stayed a bit closer to appease his anger.
We're so separated. So play as a team. Please. Please stick together.
It seemed a bit odd to me that Mr. D was following every path I took, every building I entered. Why would he not just carve his own way across the whole of Skulltown so he can get his own loot? How could a level 73 player cling to me like a helpless puppy? It didn't make any sense. With the ring soon to move and realising that the pacing of my comrades was slower than I'd like, I planned to run to the northeast to get ourselves into some combat.
Oh, so hurry, hurry, hurry. Where is my chicken curry? Hurry, hurry. It's a looting camp. Let's loot. Let's loot. We are so fucking dead. You know that?
Precision choke for the Peacekeeper. Things were starting to look up. Time to move on to the next area, but then Mr. D had had enough.
Okay, goodbye. YG7 Soma BFH. I'm tired of following you. Goodbye.
Hey man, what's the problem here? What's wrong?
Good. What's wrong? You're fucking running like a fucking headless chicken.
Yeah man, I'm looting. That's actually how you play this game.
No, you don't play this game like that.
Okay then, well why don't you tell me how you play this game? Yeah, that's what I thought. You don't have a clue, do you?
Shut the fuck up.
You sound like you're having a really bad day, man. What happened to you?
Okay. Where the fuck are you, motherfucker? Come here, you motherfucker! Come here! Why are you running
Why don't you
away,
ping them for
you
me?
motherfucker?
Can you ping them? Just tell me where they are. Because if you ping them, then I'll come over to...
Come
Well,
here!
Where are they?
There's 2 more people to
Okay,
kill.
so ping them to me so I can...
Come here.
Just ping them.
Shut the fuck up,
Right,
man.
just all I want you to do...
Shut the fuck up.
Do you know
Shut
how to
the fuck
ping?
up.
Do you know how
Shut
to
the
ping?
fuck up.
Do you know how to ping the enemies? Because that's all I'm asking.
Do I know how to ping? You're not a team player, motherfucker, so shut the fuck up. Yeah, run away, little chicken, run away you can. Run away, little piggy.
After that, the rest was history. Mr. D decided to shoot at me, shout at me, and I'm pretty sure that after a while, Mr. D wanted to give me the D.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you!
Yeah, fuck me.
Fuck you!
Fuck me.
Fuck you!
Fuck me.
Fuck you!
Fuck
Fuck
me.
you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Ah, I'm so tired of following you.
We happened upon some enemies. I pinged them for my team, but Mr. D didn't care.
You're so dead.
He actually sounded like he wanted me to die. I was determined that my session wouldn't end with me having a bad game, so I decided to jump into one more, hoping for better teammates. With me being the jump master, it seemed fittingly ironic that we landed straight into the Thunderdome, which was the breeding ground for all those toxic insults from the last game. Not the greatest of starts. Prowler and Havoc, 2 guns that make me consider fisting enemy a-holes before shooting them, but they would just have to do. I wasn't going to give up on my chances this easily. Lucky for me, the guy has Unbound jumped from his keyboard. Peacekeeper. Finally, things were looking up. We moved on to the next box. Spitfire. Now I had it. I had the dream team of guns. It was time to unleash the beast on whomever was dumb enough to face me, but then I heard the arc star. Danger was close. Bullets were upon me. It was go time. A second victim sprung out from another dimension. My first shot was dumber than a double Mozambique loadout. I panicked, swapped to the Spitfire accidentally, and should have wasted time and swapped back. I thought we'd no go with it, and my tracking was... yeah, it was dog shit. As I sat in my level 1 knockdown paper shield, my fragile ego recalled the previous game.
Run away, little piggy.
Perhaps he was right. Perhaps I am that little piggy just waiting to get fucked. The unpurposed, dysfunctional, ineffectual, expendable, stupid Scottish bastard that is too old, too blind to be mixing it up with these quick-reflexed next-gen beast gamers. As my teammate also fell to Wraith, I felt little comfort knowing that we would die together. I pinged the Wraith to Bangalore, who burst forth from the building with a peacekeeper and ended her tiny hitbox twin world existence. Hope filled my weedy heart as I said the words to myself. You're not too old for this shit. You're in your motherfucking prime. You're a warrior. Fuck Mr. D. Fuck him and his naysaying bullshit. Fuck anyone that says you can't make anything of yourself. Fuck them and their mediocrity trying to make everyone as worthless as them. We can do better. We are better. I started to wonder if I actually was a descendant of William Wallace. But I was struggling for armor. I had a blue helmet and white body armor. This just wouldn't do. Apex Legends is about taking risks. A care package was coming. I pinged it to my team. Whether or not they were coming, I was going to run for it because as Mr. D said, I'm a fucking idiot. Turns out the care package was much further along than I thought. So if I got into trouble here, I would be on my own. Didn't matter. We've made the decision. We're going to stick with it. And I had my ultimate if things went really bad. My heart skipped a beat when I saw the purple, only to realize I was getting a level 3 fucking helmet and still had level 1 body armor. Da-da-da, I'm dead, I thought. Time to scour nearby buildings until the team catch up. Taxor sends me a message. He's playing with his little brother. That makes sense why the looting was moving a little bit slower and they were sticking together like a nun's knees. We spot an enemy. I lay down the most useless suppressive fire ever just to make sure he fucks off from that care package. I take shots as I drop and decide it's time to bring on the motherfucking hunt. Sprinting towards my enemies to catch them with their pants down, only to meet one coming off the back of the building. I guess they don't know that the game often looks like this to me. But I tried to hip-fire it with my dogshit vision, and my will to overcome Mr. Dickhead's toxicity prevailed. Finally, a body shield. My teammates get themselves into a fight. I hesitate. I can't decide whether I'm coming or going. I panic. Then I decide. Too little, too late, I think. But the enemy won't be ready for me even if they do overcome my squad. I get there. It was one guy. Outmatched. But then I spot another. Pepper that motherfucker with bullets and... Oh. Yeah, it's my teammate. Hope no one saw that. Yep. Time to calm down. Precision choke. Nice. Only 3 squads left. Another enemy shows up. Taxor takes him down. There was no need for the hunt, you stupid fuck. Oh well. Now there was just us and them. Normally, at this point, there's often 3 people in a remaining squad because that's how a lot of my almost wins just turn out. I head to the supply bins. They have the high ground. I run for cover. We have to get to the ring. 30 seconds left. I spot one of them in the open. Of course he's got purple freaking armor, the bastard. Grenades all around us. It was like a war zone. I run with a madman's fury to meet my enemy in the open. I wait to see if his friend will come. He does. Now there was one. I could feel victory in our grasp. As I savoured the victory, full of excitement, but remembering it was full of mistakes and full of dumb fuckery, all I could really think was, shove that right up your dickhole, you toxic arsehole! That's a winner's win, you motherfucking cunt!
Sometimes I'm known as a savior, a hero.